Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be several phrases that a narcissist will say if you're thinking of leaving the relationship, or if the relationship is no longer working out, coming to an end, and you're kind of distancing yourself from the narcissist. And there is nothing a narcissist will not say to try and get their own way. If a narcissist has not got another source of supply lined up, they're going to go all out to reel you back into the relationship. And once they've got you back where they want you, they're going to find a way to punish you. More often than not, they will then find a new source of supply and leave you to hurt you, to get one over on you. And when it comes to these phrases, not all of them, but some of them genuine people can also say. So when it comes to narcissistic people saying these things, narcissistic people have that sense of entitlement. They have that lack of empathy. They go around exploiting other people. They are incredibly envious of other people. They have those patterns of behaviour within them, such as falling silent on people, ruining special occasions, withholding attention, affection and support. So when a relationship is bringing you pain, when they are hurting you time and time again, when they are breaking promises on you, when they don't take responsibility for their behaviour, when they are blaming, shaming and criticising you, when they're leaving you full of self-doubt, these things are said to reel you back into the relationship with them. A narcissist wants to convince you that you're the problem within the relationship. They can treat those around you very, very well, which leads you, it influences you into believing that because they can treat others well and not you, that you're the one that's causing the issues, changing yourself time and time again to serve them, only for them to be leaving you feeling bad again. And when you've finally had enough, when you're finally ready to walk away, and when you've made that choice, if a narcissist hasn't got another source of supply, they're going to go all out to seduce you back into that relationship, to love bomb you back into that relationship. And they use many different tactics to do this. And one is to make you doubt that you'll ever find true love, believing that what you had in the beginning was true love and it all went wrong somewhere down the lines, when it wasn't. What you had in the beginning was manipulation by the narcissist, as they were selling you an illusion of who they could be and what you could have together to get what they want from you. So when they start coming at you and saying things like, you'll never find someone like me, when you're left full of anxiety, when you're left depressed, when you're left confused, you can then be led to believe by the narcissist that you don't deserve any better. So when they say, you'll never find somebody like me, it creates that self-doubt within you and that kind of, oh, perhaps I shouldn't be doing this. Perhaps I should be grateful for what I've got. Perhaps I should be working harder to take care of them. And again, you're thinking of leaving the relationship, and a narcissist makes you believe that you're the one to blame and does it in such a way that you're the one that's left trying to please them. And when they come at you with things like, no one will love you like I do, who'd put up with you? And because your emotional state might have altered, because your behaviour might have altered into somebody you don't recognise, into somebody you don't like within yourself, you can doubt yourself, you can question yourself. And again, you can be grateful that they're putting up with the behaviour that they are provoking within you, because you can't recognise they're provoking that behaviour within you. You can't recognise that they're trying to pull the worst out in you so that they can blame you. Or they can come at you with the guilt trip because you care about them, because you have compassion for them, because you believe you love them, because you want what's best for them, because you want to help them. When they come at you with those guilt trips, it pulls on the heartstrings. When they say, how could you of all people leave me? You know everybody abandons me. I told you my past. It then makes you feel bad. It then makes you feel obligated into trying to work it out with the unworkable, because as soon as you believe you've worked it out with them, they change the game on you. They change the pain on you. They find some of the most unimaginable, cruel ways to punish and hurt you while blaming you. And as you take responsibility for your own behaviour due to their words, you take responsibility of what they're saying to you. How could you of all people leave me? How could you leave me now? There is never going to be a right time to leave somebody, even with two genuine people that care about each other, that just want different things out of life, so that they need to go their separate ways. There is never a right time to leave somebody. Whether you have somebody who loves and cares for you and you love and care for them and it's just not working out, or whether you're in a toxic relationship, you just have to make a decision and then stick by it. People are usually going through something within their lives. Life isn't plain sailing. We have our bumps in the road. So a narcissist is going to say, how can you leave me now? So that you stay a little bit longer. And the longer you stay, the harder it gets to leave. Or they might come at you and say, after all I've done for you. And they might have actually done things for you, but if you look at the pattern, they only do things for you when they want something. Narcissists do not give for giving's sake, they give so they can take. Or they might pull on the heartstrings of they need help. If they have some form of addiction, they can then suddenly seemingly be honest and say, I know I need help with this addiction, I want to shift this. You're the one that can help me. You're the one that can save me. I'll go to counselling. I'll work on me. I can change. I promise, if you just give me one last chance, I will change. And this is to pull on your willingness to help and support those that you love and care about. Yet, as soon as you try to help them, they're going to take full advantage of this. They're going to leverage your helpfulness and your support to use against you, to drain you. They're getting a win-win because they're getting that adoration and support from you while getting what they want from you, while getting you to feel sorry for them, while getting you to support them. The only person that can help a person is themselves. We can have supportive people around us to help us, but we have to be the ones to be willing to help ourselves. Narcissistic people are willing to help themselves to other people's stuff. They're willing to destroy other people. They don't want to change because genuinely they don't see themselves as the problem. They believe you're the one causing them the problems. More often than not, the only time you'll get a narcissist to counselling is if they're trying to save a relationship because they haven't got another source of supply lined up. And as soon as you are in that counselling, they're going to find a way to blame you, to shame you, to criticise you, to judge you, so that you feel like you're the one with the problem, not recognising that the narcissist is the person causing those problems. Because you're taking responsibility for you, you're taking responsibility for your own behaviour. You don't go around shifting the blame and saying they're causing all my problems. So it's very difficult to recognise, and once out, it's very difficult to pass responsibility back to the rightful owner for the part that they played. Or they might suddenly start deciding that they want to commit, then coming with those future fakes, those false promises of, let's go on holiday, let's get married, let's have that baby, let's buy that car, let's do whatever it is that they said they would do in the beginning of the relationship to sell you that illusion that they then failed to deliver on, but you worked towards it because you believed you were letting them down by not committing to it with them, and they found a way to sabotage it every step of the way. And then when you finally realise that you're not going to get there with this person and it's time to start afresh, all of a sudden they're going to want to plan for these things again. They're going to want to do these things again, so that you hold on just a little bit longer, believing everything will be okay, only it never works out that way. A narcissist will breadcrumb you with those let's go on holiday, let's go out for a meal, all those times that they promised that they would go out with you somewhere. And in the beginning, they may have done this pretending to like the same things as you. And then during the relationship, they find reasons to justify and excuse not doing these things with you. And then just as you've had enough, suddenly they start doing these things with you again to breadcrumb you, to get you to question yourself that they're not that bad. Oh, they do. Oh, maybe it was me. Maybe it because I was in a bad mood. Maybe it was my attitude. Maybe my emotions are a little all over. So yeah, they don't really want to be spending time with me. If I just work on improving myself, they'll want to do these things with me again. Yeah. As soon as they've got you where they want you, they stop doing these things with you again. Or they can start reminiscing with you. They can start playing the music they played in the beginning to say that this is our song, which people can have an our song. But a narcissist will use the our song against you to pull on those emotions of the past, to pull on those memories of the past. They want to reminisce about when you went somewhere special together. And they'll breadcrumb you by taking you back to that place to lull you into that false sense of security. And then once they've got you again where they want you, they pull the rug from underneath you. When it comes to a narcissistic person, they're looking for supply. And if they haven't got another source of supply lined up, they're going to go all out to pull you back into the relationship. And once they've got you where they want you, they're going to seek to punish you. And with a lot of narcissistic people, they might punish you by finding a new supply. There's many reasons a narcissist doesn't want you to leave them, from not wanting to dent their own ego to protecting their image from the outside world. None of the reasons a narcissistic person tries to save the relationship is down to the relationship itself and caring and loving about you. It's all to get their needs met by you. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, or there's plenty of phrases narcissistic people say to pull you back in, so any that you heard, please add those into the comments to kind of create a glossary for those reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support of the channel. It is greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour, to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, then please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I shall add into the description the video on the cycle of a narcissistic relationship, because narcissistic people do tend to follow a very similar pattern. Thank you very much for listening. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.